All right, I think he got away. No, he didn't. Almost did. Nice. Oh yeah, let me grab this magazine. Walther PPX 9mm. It is, well, it's kind of a lower cost version, you could say, I suppose, of the PPQ, M1, M2, you know, those guns, those pistols. And 400, 450, that kind of price range. And let's take a look at it, see what we think about it. Well, I'll let you look at it for a second while I cram some more rounds into this magazine. But it is an interesting firearm. You can tell it might look a little large to you. It does have a rather large slide, but it is rounded. Notice that it's kind of got that melted effect where there's no sharp edges on it or anything. It's like a giant carry gun, pocket pistol or something. Holds 16 in the magazine. The magazines are made by Mekgar out of Italy, quality magazines. And it is a hammer fired pistol. It is a rather large gun in some ways. And it is, you could call it ugly, but again, ugly is as ugly does. It is a Walther, you know, a reputable company. You expect to get quality from Walther. You just do, made in Germany. And it's a kind of pistol that if you picked it up in a gun shop or someone showed it to you, some of you would probably go, yuck, yeah, you know, is that a high point? I wanted to see the Walther. But it's just an unusual shape. It really is. And even the grip, it looks like, oh man, that thing is going to feel like a brick. But it really doesn't. You know, it's got a hump on it, and you hear me, of course, criticize the hump on the Glocks. But the difference is, on a Glock, the hump is down here lower, and it hits the hump of my hand. That's the problem. So we got a hump fight. The hump from the grip and the hump from my hand. And but this one kind of tucks into your hand, and this was designed for. You don't have the replaceable back straps that you have on the PPQs. This is just it. And so it's not as bad as it looks. In fact, it feels pretty good. My only criticism of the grip is they've got some stippling there, but it really is not enough. It desperately needs some improvement. I would, if it were mine, I'd put some Talon grips on it. I'm not sure whether they make those for this gun or not, but I should know that, but I don't. I would Frankenstein some and just put something on there, and it would feel really good, and it really would, because it fits the hand pretty well. It just is a little bit slippery for me. Okay, got a big slide. Oh man, big old gun. And I'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the negatives, okay? Because there are negatives and positives. I'm gonna put the calipers on it and show you. Okay, there we go. There's the thickness. Now we always have our Glock 19 for comparison, because most people know Glock 19. You see the difference. It is a lot thicker than the Glock 19. All right. So you've got a 9mm pistol that holds 15, 16 rounds, and you've got, you know, that much difference in the thickness on the slide. All right. Now that's kind of my frame of reference. Now there's nothing sacred about the Glock 19. It's just one of the I guess more smaller, you could say, high capacity 9mm pistols. You know, I mean, it is very size efficient. You have 15 plus 1 in a firearm that's not that big. Okay, here you get 16, and you got a bigger gun. Now, does that matter? It may not matter to you. For a duty gun, it just doesn't matter. For a range gun, not a big deal. Outside the waistband, the way I'm carrying it, it just may not be a big deal to you, because it is just 2 ounces heavier than the Glock 19. I weighed it 2 ounces heavier. I could not find a holster big enough for it. This is my Model 29 holster. That's the only thing I have, period, on the place that it will fit in, okay? Because it does have some thickness. But I just want something I could stick it in here and mess up my holster. This is actually an old one. I've got an extra one. These are O'Rourke holsters I use for my revolvers. But it will fit in there, and the trigger guard's protected. So I'll just use that for the video. I wouldn't carry it in that. It's not that kind of thing. But for the video, it's all right. Okay, so it is thick. But in a proper holster, outside the waistband especially, and even inside the waistband, you know, if you get a good holster. I mean, there are people packing around some huge guns inside the waistband and outside the waistband. All right, but that's just one market, primarily in the United States. You know, lots of countries, lots of places where you can buy one of these. That's not probably an issue. Okay, so that thickness and the size of the slide, it's a negative for me, but it might not be that big of a negative for a lot of people. Let's just go ahead and work on that chicken. Let's go to the red plate. That takes more concentration than I'm capable of. So you see, it really has a nice trigger, and that's what enables you to pop things like that. While I'm on a roll, let me go for a couple of turkeys. I mean, it is a beautiful thing. That trigger is. Let's try the gong. Yeah. There's another negative. It will not fire when there's ammo, when you have an empty magazine in it. So it just won't fire if it's empty.